So people found out I was dyslexic because I actually put it on my email signature, which is delightfully dyslexic, excuse typos.
We all know a red thread runs between diversity in all its forms and good business and creative outcomes. So we're here today at the Neurodiversity Conference, Diverse Minds, created by Creative Equals and the Hobbs Consultancy, to find out more about that most invisible form of diversity, neurodiversity, and how to build more inclusive working cultures.
Neurodiversity is an invisible minority within the industry, but at the same time a really powerful and creative force within the industry.
People whose brains are wired differently can actually bring huge gifts to our industry, and we need to stop pathologising them and stop seeing it as this kind of huge problem.
I was very lucky to be diagnosed quite early. At the time I was really struggling in school. People were starting to read, I just couldn't work words out. Teachers basically just said I was stupid, and mum basically heard about this thing called dyslexia while she was working in the charity seat, and it was this light bulb moment for her. She was like, that's what Pip's got.
Where it started was that my daughter was fixated on the things that she couldn't do, that other people found quite easy. And then it was through an ongoing epiphany that she realised that actually she's extremely creative. She's started to do some incredible sort of eye art stuff on Instagram and got lots of following for that, and that's helped her confidence. But it's that mindset flip towards what you can do brilliantly, rather than what you really struggle to do.
To everyone's surprise, I got to university, managed to study the economics and maths at Edinburgh. When I got a first, I emailed my dad to say, I told you I was a genius, and I misspelled genius, and I said, I told you I was a Guinness. So the dyslexia still keeps on, even with the successes.
This is a competitive industry that we're in, and only having one type of person, neurotypical, answering predominantly a number of those questions when they come in, means that some of the best ideas may well be ignored or not even heard.
A lot of businesses are recognising there's actually advantage in this, and if we can be better at attracting and recruiting and retaining people with neurodiversity, then there will be a benefit.
So my position is, I will always advocate quotas because it will actually move the needle forwards faster. By suppressing the conversation on quotas, it means the status quo will stay the same for significantly longer.
Yes, it can be harder to find diverse candidates, but if you make that step to say, right, at second interview, we're going to have a really diverse mix of people, that will start changing it, and it's just better for business long term.
The real work with diversity has to happen with companies who really have to look inside themselves and really understand what is going on within their own shop floors.
I think that talking openly about the challenges you have, but also the benefits that brings for you, is a really important part of us being able to co-design a workplace that works for everybody. That's not going to happen whilst people are hiding parts of themselves in the workplace.